All right, good morning everybody. We're back at it. You can see I'm standing out in the generator building where our solar equipment is, and well, it's time to get back to it and quit messing around. I got to get this thing insulated, finish insulating. I got a couple wires. I forgot a wire in this wall right here. I got to pull that insulation out, got to get this wire run in, and that's just to connect some outlets. I need to I need to run a wire across the ceiling, and then just finish the wall insulation, and then get into either the ceiling insulation or start wiring. Honestly, I'm scared of this. I don't know exactly how to wire in these inverters. Here, let me show you. I don't exactly know how to wire this stuff in. It's gonna take some time. I'm gonna have to call renewable energy source systems out of Fairbanks. Solar Eddie, if you haven't seen the video when we bought this, great guy, but we're gonna have to get some advice. We're gonna have to call him up and get some advice for wiring this in. So I got a lot of work to do out here. Let's just get started. All right, I need to cut a hole out in the wall for the vent that the generator, basically it's feeding the generator air. So there's a big hole gonna go in here. Perfecto. So that is for the intake air. All right, back to the inside. So that's the intake air. That's the intake louvers for generator air. It's gonna be awesome. Now just to continue on with the, well, I got to get the insulation out of there and get a wire run. So right here, I forgot to run a wire down to this outlet here. We'll just pull this out. I even drilled the hole. I don't know how I forgot. Looks like this has got to come out. Now we jump a wire from here to here. There. Run a wire in the ceiling. Wires are run as far as I know. That's all I want to do. All right, now it's time for insulation. Oh, I'm putting insulation up, making it warm. What you doing? So I'm gonna insulate this wall, but if you see these feet right here, See the spring in them? This is supposed to be underneath the generator, and what I didn't account for is the extra height here. So this, that dampens the generator so it's not bouncing on the floor, gives it a little bit of spring. Because I didn't account for the generator being up another 6 inches, I think I have to tear this vent apart and raise it because it needs to be in line with the exhaust of the generator. So the airflow is, it sucks in from there and it blows out right here. But if this is too low, once I raise it up, I'm gonna have to, I can't insulate this bay or that bay, or obviously that bay. So I'll hit insulation there and there, and then I got to think about getting a tractor over here to lift that up into a position where it really needs to be. If you guys go back in our videos, for those of you who haven't seen it, when I built this building was built out of all milled lumber. Everything was milled and built green. When we built the floor, we put in extra support here where the generator's going, and specifically we put in some extra boards knowing we were going to anchor the generator to the floor with those dampeners, with those cushions, those springs. So I just need to get this position centered where it needs to be, and then mark the holes and set those, and then set it down with the tractor on top of the springs. It's kind of something I kind of avoided thinking about, I guess. I didn't think about it, but maybe we'll get the vapor barrier up first and get some simple stuff done, but that's something that's going to happen before I get to insulate that wall. Time to put up some vapor barrier. I want to get this thing vapor barrier before I start messing with the generator and any of that stuff. So we're just gonna vapor barrier what we have. I got the plastic cut. Let's get it up. That out of there. Okay. Whew. All right, that's done. All right, I just need to finish getting the vapor barrier up on this whole wall. Once I got the vapor barrier up on this wall here, I think I'm gonna have to go get the tractor fired up and see about positioning the generator and getting that mounted up. That's probably gonna take a good portion of the day. Let's get this insulation or vapor barrier up here. All right, the only thing I have left, vapor barrier this up here. When this is done, I'll go get the tractor, and I think it's time to move this generator around. All right, let's see if that fits. Okay, we've got everything vapor barriered except for this far wall over here. And if this wall, we'll have to move the generator, get that thing situated in where it needs to be. I'm gonna have to move the ventilation. I think I'll have to move it and get those things situated with that before I can finish insulating that wall. All right, let me set this up for you guys. I'm gonna sit right here. So I've got the tractor here, right? So here's the forks on the tractor. Now I've got to try and lift that generator up. The goal is, see these feet? So there's a little spring here. The generator sits on this, and you can see, so that just sits there, right? Then the spring is right there. And then on either side of that spring are these pads. Both sides have these pads. All right, so this is the cushioning to cushion the vibration of the generator. So here's my plan, or my struggle. My plan here is this. So we got the spring here. We got these cushions. Whoa, hey, these cushions, little rubber cushions on either side, right? So my plan, I gotta get the generator in place. Now this sits right here on top, just like that. There it is. I gotta get the generator in the proper location. Then I need to mark the holes, or where the cushions need to be set. Once I have the holes marked where the cushions need to be set, I need to move the generator out, put the cushion things in, do some measuring, and just make sure they're in the right place, then anchor those down to the floor, then set the generator on top of the springs. Once I've done that, it should be in its final location. This is something that I just have put off and put off. I should have done last summer, but hey, you know what? No time like the present. Let's get her done. Time to do some measuring. Big difference. All right, let's see what we got. I think we need to push it back again. 39 and 41, so we need to go this way. See if I can push it. 41. 39, I'm guessing. 39. It's got to go that way 1 inch. We're going to bring it that way 1 inch, and we need to come this way a little bit and bring it off the wall a little. That's the plan. All right, to center it up, we needed 40 inches on either side. I wanted to be as precise as possible. 40 inches here, 40 inches there, 40 inches and 40 inches squares it up. Now I just gotta mark the holes. Once those are marked, I can lift it up, get it out, and then figure out, we gotta figure out how to precisely get those lined up with that. It ought to be interesting, but we'll get it.
Right there's where the hole is. So we'll just mark it with the permanent marker. I hope we can get as close as we can get. Right there. And then we got 2 on the back side. All right, I'll be honest with you. I think after looking at it and doing some measuring, let me show you something. All right, the way this is the piece that sits down on top of the spring. This would bolt to the frame of the generator. And the way this bolts and where it bolts in is at right there at the forklift pockets. And honestly, I don't like that because the bolt head will interfere with my forks getting in if I ever need to pick the generator up. It's just creating more complication than needed. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook it all up and I'm gonna move forward with the build here. And we're gonna run it and just see. I have these, so we'll see how it handles it. Is it gonna vibrate the building to pieces? It's already on motor mounts in the frame, which are supports that kind of give it, and we've run it before in here, and I didn't think it vibrated too much. So based on just being a royal pain in the butt, I think I'm just gonna leave it. And I'll keep these, and if I need to in the future, guess what? We'll mount it up. I've got the holes marked where they need to be, so at a future time, I can always get in there and mount these up. So for now, I'm gonna leave these set, and I am gonna work on getting a fuel line to the generator. Yeah, then I don't have to move the wall, the ventilation, I don't have to move the ventilation, all that stuff. So I think I'm gonna move forward and quit dilly-dallying here. All right, because it's a diesel, anyone who knows anything about diesels is gonna know. So we have a supply line, which is the blue line, and a return line, which is this black line. This they've upgraded this generator for an external fuel pump. So the fuel pump is actually right here. This is going to, this is the supply line, return line. So basically all I need to do is we're gonna run these lines over here. Both of them are gonna go back in behind the generator. The 500-gallon fuel tank's on the other side of the wall over there. So I'm going to drill through with black iron pipe. I'm gonna drill through the wall, and we're gonna run hard lines all the way to these flex lines, and then we'll connect up these flex lines to the hard lines, and everything should be perfectly hunky-dory. At least that's the plan. All right, let's get her done. That one goes there. Okay, that works perfect. That goes there. I do need to change the oil in this generator. Let's take a look at it. Oh, actually, I think it looks pretty good. My generator guy that we had put the auto start on, I think he changed the oil, if I remember correctly. He said something about he's going to change the oil. That oil looks brand new. So, I'm not going to change that. That's a good thing. We did put a new fuel filter on, and oil filter is brand new. So, that's a good thing. All right, we got to figure out where to drill through. Let me take you around the back. Okay, so here's the fuel tank is full, 500 gallons of diesel. Here's the pickup and the return. We just got to figure out which is which. I believe this is the pickup, if I remember correctly. So we got to plumb in, and I'm gonna drill in straight across to the wall here, hard pipe in, and then this is the union for breaking it apart. And so we just need to figure out how to get that, or how or where, to get that sucker drilled in. Somewhere in there like that is my suggestion. Come down here. Heck, we can go like that. There's one of them. Let's call that the second one. Let's go get a drill bit and drill through this. 1/2-inch black pipe is what we're using. All right, first things first. We're gonna drill these holes and try to dry fit this stuff. All right, there's one. Let's see if we let's just stick this through there. Needed to come down a little more. Let me get that to drill down a little bit. That might have done it. Oh yeah, it looks real good now. Right there. I'm gonna run inside and see if it fits. All right, so that pipe wasn't quite long enough. Let me see. Okay, that's a 30-inch pipe. So we're going to a 36-inch pipe. That pipe for sure is gonna fit in there. I'll do this. Let's get this thing screwed on here. Okay, there's a little bit of a dry fit. Let's go inside and see if it pokes through. All right, there we go. All right, so we got it to poke through the wall. So that's perfect. We'll do the other. Yeah, it's perfect. We'll run the other one in here, then we'll come down to the floor and over. So we're gonna go here, we'll go down to the floor, and then connect up with our flex lines that are right there. And so we just come over, up the wall, and we'll hit our pipe. Okay. Grab us a little insulation while we're at it. Okay. Put that sucker in there like so. Like that. I'm gonna go inside and find this pipe inside, cut the plastic, cut the insulation so it can go through. Okay. I've located it inside, so we just need to get this thing right there. Perfect. Those are 2 fuel lines going in, and we'll caulk those up, close up the around the holes there, and just clean them up, seal them. Shift some stuff around in here. All right, let's see where we're gonna get with this. So that one's gonna go there, and this is 48 inches, and that one's gonna go there. What do we got here? A 30-inch pipe. All right, so we got a couple of 90s. We got all kinds of goodies in here. Watch it. We got pipe going everywhere. Okay, we got a couple of 90s here. Okay. Tell you what, that black iron pipe is cold on the hands. A little chilly. Okay, right there. Another 90 going in here. Okay. We're gonna go something over there like that. And now, these 30-inch pipes will go like that. One more 90 here. That's where our problem lies. I need a threader. That's a real problem for me. Nothing in this generator building has been easy, but once it's done and it'll be awesome. All right, guys, you can see here that this pipe is just about an inch or so too long. I'm gonna have to get this one cut and then threaded. There's a place in town that can do that for me. And then we've got this pipe screwed in, so we've got black iron pipe from here all the way down. We got it coming across, and then basically we've got bell housing that goes to it. So it's basically a reducer. It goes from half-inch black pipe down to a quarter-inch nipple, and then this barb fitting is going to fit on our fuel line like that. And then so there it is right there. That'll fit right on the bar there. All this will get pipe doped, sealed up. Then this is a little different fuel hose, so we're going to have to change the fitting here. And then we'll fit that right like so. And that will go on this next one here. We got to prime these lines up and then start this generator up and see if it'll feed off of the 500-gallon tank. It shouldn't be a problem. I think our biggest battle is going to be priming the lines all the way up and over. And then once the lines are primed, it will pretty much stay golden. So, all right, guys, that's about as far as we're going to get on the video. I never get as far as I think I'm going to get. It's cold out. I started the day today at negative 17 degrees. I know at some point today when the sun came out, we got up to 12 above, and this is Fahrenheit, and I can see it. It's getting cold. My breath is showing again. It's getting dark. So I got to get the generator up and running, guys. In part 2, we're going to get this finished. We got to get insulation in the ceiling, wiring done all the way over to our charge controller inverter, and that is going to change how we do things in the house. It's so exciting. I know Vaughn and I have been just waiting to get power to the house. It's just going to be so much better than having to run our generators and burning fuel like that. We want to start using the batteries, the charge controller. Next summer, we get the solar panel set up. It's just a huge upgrade for us. All right, guys, so thanks for watching. We always appreciate you guys' comments. We love answering all the comments. We try to go through and answer every comment, or at least give it a heart. We do read all the comments. We really appreciate that. So I know we said we'd have a live coming up. We want to try to do that still, but life is busy right now, and as soon as it slows down, we'll get something going. Guys, as always, we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next one.